Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and in this video we will be creating a barcode scanning app. So it is a very simple process as you guys will see in this video. So let's start. So just let me open the terminal and just documents and create Flutter new Flutter project, create barcode, and just hitting the enter. It will take some time to load up, and then we will just open. So here we have the folder, just and then so just going to the main file and remove all comments and save, and just initially running the app so test that everything is working fine. So I will be uploading this project on the GitHub, and the link to that will be in the down description, and you guys can go there. And while you are there, you can also follow me and start this repo. So as you guys can see, it is up and running just like over here. So in this app we will be building an app which can create and read both. So let's just start. So first of all, the first thing we have to do is this is the dependency which we will use, which is the butter barcode in scanner, and in the installing section we will copy this dependency. Just copy it and so it's pubspec.yaml, and in the dependency section pasting it and control S. So after completing flutter pub get, we will be on the lib, and in the main, so we will be creating two screens, sorry, three screens. First will be home screen, where user can sort of have two buttons. One will be for to scan QR, and other will be to create QR. So let's just move to the home screen, and here's the scaffold. So first of all, let's change the app barcode create, and so this should be barcode create and BCR. So not so good, but okay, that's pretty good. And in the app bar title, we will use barcode create and read. So next we will just go into the home page, and in here you counter that should be removed, this should be removed too, and the column should remain text. Okay, we're replacing both of them, and floating action should be removed too, so it should be in center. And another thing which I will be using, that will be cross axis alignment, and it should be also center. So after that, in the widget section we will have two buttons, and these will be the form of column. So raise button, raised button is not appreciated officially by the Flutter, so we will use elevated button. So here we have two options, on pressed and then child. So let's start with on press. So what will be done on press? Nothing, and just print so we just print tabbed on the we will print tabbed on create QR button. So what will be the child? So in the child we will have text which will say create QR. and we simply save. So this, so here we have our button create QR, and the next button which we will be creating will be also an elevated button. So we will just copy it and paste it down below, and it should be scan QR. So if we save it, we have two buttons over there. So now what? So the next step will be to create different screen for both of them. Okay, so just let's move to the create section. So first of all, in the lib folder we will create new folder, so and it will be of screens, and the first file which we'll create will be of create qr.dart, and the second file which we will create will be scan qr.dart. So first of all, we're just going towards the create QR part. So importing material.dart, and the second will be creating a stateful widget, and I will name it as create screen. And in the container, we will be removing it and adding the scaffold widget. And in the scaffold, we will be using the app bar and adding app bar, and in the app bar, we will be giving the title as create QR code. So it should be a text, and text it will say create QR code. So in the body, this is the main part. So on the top we will have the QR, and below we will have the text field where user can input data to get the QR code. So there should be some data before in the you can say a field, so the user can see the data already in the, so user can already see a QR code on the screen. So what we will be doing, that we will be doing, we will be creating a variable, string variable, name as QR string, and it will be equals to add data. So you can just uh, store any value in it, not necessarily this one. So in the body section, we will creating a column, and in column we will doing a children, and first of all just make this column cross axis alignment center, and for the children we will be adding a QR widget. So for creating the barcode or QR, we will have this widget over here, dependency, and we will just get this dependency over from here, command C copy, and in the pubspec.yaml file we will just paste it over here and in the dependency section and save it. So pub.get will be run automatically, and after that in the QR code we can just add bar, no, so just give me a second. So after figuring out this all a mess, so the The error was I was using the barcode as the name, and barcode was a dependency which is used by the barcode widget library. So this took me a lot of time. It was just a complete mess. So hopefully if we just restart this app, it will be complete. And after in the create QR, we'll then just add barcode widget. And if we just go here, quick fix, it should be available. And we can just simply import barcode widget dot, and this will resolve this error. So if we come here and control it, so first of all we have to use color, and the color will be color dot blue, because this is the color we are using just throughout the gap, nothing special. You can add your own too. The next will be the data, and the data will be the add data which you are using over here, QR string. So just adding that. After that, another thing which we will add is height, and we will use about 250, and same is the case with width. Seen an error, the error barcode is required. So what we used in barcode, we will just add barcode dot, this is really asking for the type. So these are the multiple types which are supported by this library. So we will just add QR code and it is complete. So here we have to add a text input field. So just give me a second and I can do that. And just decorating it a bit. So just add a little bit decoration to the input field. So the first of all will be the hint, which will be enter your data here, and the second will be the border, and use can do that with outline input border dot, and in this you can just use a border side border, sorry, the border side, and color should be as always colors dot blue, and width I just keeping it to 2. And if we save it, so this is pretty much good to go from our side. The next thing we have to do is link the main and create QR page. So in here, if one pressed, we will be using navigator dot of context dot push, and we'll be using material page route over here, and in the builder we have to use ctx. So basically it's a context of the previous page, and we will move it to the create screen, saving it, and when we press on the create QR, it should go keep over here, and it is updating live. Hello, my name is Aashar. So it is updating, but there is something we have to do about the visually appealing, to make this visually appealing. So what we will do right now is create QR page, and over here in main axis alignment we will do space evenly. looks a bit odd. So another thing which we will do right now is in the text input field, we will wrap this around a container and giving it a width which should be the media query dot of context dot size dot width into 0.8. So what it is doing is it is getting the complete width of the screen and multiplying it by 0.8. So 80% of the screen will be, of the width will be occupied. So as you guys can see over here, it is completed, but there is an issue right here. So although we have created its cross axis alignment center, it's still not centering. So basically how it works is it takes the complete the maximum width of the widget available in the column and align all other widgets related to that. So the solution for this will be, we will be adding a size box just down below, and in the width we will be giving the complete width of the item of the device. And if we save it right now, it is centered. If we use it now and let's just type my name, so it works perfectly. So going back to the scan QR page, so this should not be that much difficult. So what this will do, in the next page we will just create just first of all import material dart, and after that we will create a stateful widget and name is our scan screen and returning a scaffold, and just like in the create screen, first of all app bar, and we will give the title which will be scan QR code. Just give scan QR code, and then next we will move to the body part. So it will be a column 2 and main axis alignment space evenly, and then we will have children. So the first one will be the text. So again we'll be creating a string, QR string is equals to not scanned, and in the children we will be creating a list of widgets as always. First of all, to create the center, we will just use size box. So if we just go to the creator third QR screen, we can see that we are using this 2 times. So this is a very helpful way to get the screen of the total width of the screen and managing your screen on just like that. But right now what we will do is create them as store these values as a variable. So just create double height and width, and in within the build method, because we can only call the context in the build method, so within this we will get the values of the height and width. So just let me get the value of the height. So first of all we're just creating a size box to make everything even. So width will be equals to the width, which is the width of the complete device. So we will be having a text above, and in that text we will be showing the value of the QR string, and let me just decorate it a bit. So in the style we will have text style, and we will use multiple like colors dot blue as always, and font size will be 30. Just save it, and the next thing is below here. So here we will create an elevated button again, and we will define the onPress method laterwards, and in here we will just create a text which will say scan QR code. So what will happen when we tap on this button? So just after this uh, build method, we will create another method which will be for future while, and what this will do is create scan QR. This will be an asynchronous method. If you want to learn more about asynchronous programming, let me know in the comment section below, and I will be making the video in future. So in asynchronous, here we will just create a final, or it is just remove this. And first of all, we'll be creating a try catch method. So if we face any error, we just can do it in here, and in that case we will set state and change the value of the QR string to unable to read the QR, and closing this. And what we will try is we will read the QR code, and for that we will use Flutter barcode scanner dot QR. So if we just see where we have scan barcode, and we have at the bottom we will use scan barcode. So line color is the color of the line which will appear while scanning the screen. So we will just use as always colors dot blue. Cancel button text should be cancel. If you want to show, it should be true, and scan mode should be, and if you guys can see over here it is. So if you want here, so string line color, then we have cancel button which is also string. In the bool we have is show flash color, and this should be true, and in the scan mode, so this variable I'm talking about. So what we will do is just it is an enum, so it should be scan mode dot QR. You can also use barcode on your choice. This should not be a just a string. This should be uh, an hex code. So just let me get the hex code. So after getting the hex code, just pasting it with that and Command S. But there are some errors. So on pressed, what will happen on pressed? We will just refer to this function which is scan QR, and it will work. So if we could create save as project, it's complete. So if I press on the scan QR button, nothing is happening. Why? Because we have not linked it right now. So what we do over here, we can just copy paste this complete 3 lines of code and just paste it over here. And after that, instead of create screen, we just use to scan screen, and if we save it, it should work. So let's first of all create this QR, and just like and subscribe. Here is this. So let me just get my other device and start this screen recording over there, and just let me show you what is happening on the other side and how it appears on the Android. So just a second. So just let me select my device, and after that just run the project. It will take some time, and after that we will be able to run this on the actual Android device. So let's just wait. So here I have the app running on my Android device, and just let me press on the scan QR. So it is not scanned right now, and when I will press on scan QR code, it will ask me for the permission, and I will press allow. So as you can see, here is the code of the app I have been writing, and as soon as I will write over here it is not scanned. Why? So there seems to be an error in the code. So if we go into the scan QR, so after we read the data, we are not doing anything. So just give me a second, and after this is done, I forgot to replace then. Then after getting the value, we will be setting state, which will be QR string is equals to value. So that's complete. Just to be starting the app on my Android device. So it seems to be restarted, and just if you press scan QR code, so it was pretty fast. So that is pretty good for the Flutter. So if I change that text over here to follow me on GitHub at the rate Aashar Wahla. So scan QR code again. Here is the code which I have been writing. So as soon as you click up here, so here's the text: follow me on GitHub at Aashar Wahla. So that is pretty much all for this app. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to follow me on the GitHub to get notified whenever I upload an awesome project over there too. Thank you.